Very good afternoon to you. Many thanks for joining us on a KTN News Desk on this 20th day of April 2016. It's certainly a good day for Chase Bank customers. My name is Akisa Wandera. Now, the fate of Chase Bank on how soon it stands to be reopened will be made known today as the Central Bank of Kenya has addressed the media and said officially that the Chase Bank will be officially reopened on Wednesday, the 27th of this month. That is Wednesday the following week. According to the CBK, the Chase Bank had not met its financial obligations, hence the reason why it was placed under receivership. KTN's Agina has been keeping an eye on that story and will be joining us later to give us an update on the same.
Today I'm pleased to announce that in fact we as a central bank have endorsed an agreement or understandings that have been reached and agreed upon today at 8:30 this morning between KDIC, which is the receiver, with KCB Bank Kenya Limited, which I'll just call KCB, on modalities to reopen Chase Bank in receivership in the next few days, and the eventual acquisition of a majority stake in the bank. We will provide liquidity to make sure that this works.
There was the press conference addressed by CBK Governor Patrick Njoroge, and joining us now in studio is our business anchor reporter Agina, just to put into perspective what it means for the depositors of Chase Bank. Many thanks for joining us, Abby, in studio. Straight into it, we didn't expect this to come as fast as it has. What really happened? What are the reasons we've been given for reopening Chase Bank?
Well, Akisa, it's a good day for Chase Bank depositors. We did see indication from CBK saying that they would want this matter resolved as possible. It seems that the number of accounts that were held at that bank pushed CBK and the Kenya Deposit Insurance Corporation to work fast to ensure everything is actually restored. We have many customers having been affected, one of them being the Law Society of Kenya, which had an account with Chase Bank. We also did see Kenya Tea Development Authority, KTDA, as well as other numerous organizations. So it also shows you the gravity of the matter before them. A number of entrepreneurs, as you know, Chase Bank was the popular bank for SMEs.
Yes.
So you can actually see some sense of urgency here because the lives of many were stranded. They could not make ends meet. So CBK acted prudently, and right now we are talking of reopening come next week, 27th of April, Akisa.
All right, what does this really mean, the reopening of the bank? What does this really mean for depositors?
Good question, Akisa. Well, looking at Chase Bank as is, so far we are seeing after this reopening come Wednesday next week, it means depositors will be able to access at least 1 million shillings and below, as CBK has said, because they also don't want to see a situation where the bank is faced with a bank run, where everyone is now withdrawing their money all of a sudden. So it simply means it's a big day for depositors, so they'll be able to access their money also via mobile banking. That's one of the conditions the CBK has set, so that in the event that customers cannot be able to go to the 62 branches that Chase Bank has across the country, they can still access their money using the mobile money platforms.
So what we are saying essentially is that if you have more than 1 million shillings, because I'm very sure some customers will be rushing to withdraw all their money, will this be possible?
Looking at the modalities at hand, Akisa, CBK is quite silent on people having more than 1 million shillings plus, because the bank, as you know, is also still under investigations, because there is a lot of money that cannot be accounted for that were taken up as loans by directors. So CBK will be trying to see that all this is covered before all these big chunks of money can be accessed. So as we speak, Kenya Commercial Bank, KCB, is actually likely to acquire Chase Bank and have a majority stake in the bank. So KCB technically will be running Chase Bank come next week on Wednesday. It is actually said that KCB was picked because of its regional footprint, its countrywide footprint, as well as issues to do with efficiency and the human resource capabilities. So people with more than $1 billion, they might have to wait a bit longer.
More than a million. More than a million, yes?
Yeah, more than $1 million.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Abby, for giving us that update. Abby Agina there.